Hello, this is Joe83. This is round 2 of AOR this season, and it is in Bahrain, as you can see, in the Ferrari, as usual, and loaded my setup here for the race. It's a pretty decent setup, I think. I stole it from a CRG Evo after time trial leaderboards and changed it a little bit to make it a bit more race friendly, or for me, because I can't quite push, obviously, as much as the quick drivers can, because I'm not as good. And starting on my first laps here, with my first lap quality, I hit that curb, and it's trampolined my car up, and unfortunately, that's me round already. So first lap's gone. And I'm going to let the Williams cars through now before rather than holding them up. I'm just going to stay off the track, let them through, and then go back to the pits. Because that lap's over, obviously, and my tyres are ruined, so I can't do the lap straight away. But this is then my second lap. My banker, well, what should have been a banker lap, but ended up being my fastest lap in quali for reasons that you'll see in a minute. But yeah, so I'm going to show this lap in full as it is my best lap. Braking for turn 1 just after the curb start, second gear. And Bahrain is one of my favourite tracks, but I didn't have much time to practice. Well, I did, but I just didn't practice. So yeah, I didn't have the best pace, but hopefully I can get some more points as I did in Australia. Even in Australia, it was an awful race, but I still managed to scrape a 9th place finish from it somehow. But coming through the next few corners now, it's been a pretty good first sector, apart from the exit at turn 1 was pretty poor. But that was very poor through there as well, and braking about 50 metres too early for the hairpin. So the middle sector's been not very good at all, unfortunately, and I'm on supers, but the best strategy is soft medium by far. So ideally I don't want to do that, but I didn't want to use my soft tyres too early because of track evolution and stuff, so I'd rather save them for the end and try and improve. But obviously you'll know that I didn't improve because this is my best lap when it's on supers. So coming up to the next corner, braking just 450 metres, swinging the car into the left, running all the way up to the curb on the exit, and this corner is easily flat out in the 2018 cars, but we're 9 tenths down, I believe. Yeah, 9.5 tenths down on George, who's currently on pole, so that's not ideal. And going through the next few corners now, hit the apex of the second last corner nicely, down a straight in overtake mode as it gets you the best straight line speed, and now into the last corner, put it up into hot lap, and braking just out on 100 metre board, a 4th gear, decent turn in, not too much wheel spin and exit, and we're coming up to the line now, open to DRS, and it's going to be a 28.2, which is very poor. My best were 27.3. So yeah, I can improve a lot on that time. So you can see it's currently 11th place, which would be ideal. I'd like to start 11th ideally, but obviously 4 minutes left, people are going to be improving probably, and I'm quite a bit off. But my personal best at the minute would put me in 5th, but that's on super softs. And as you can see, I'm going to change to softs because that's a better strategy. So if I improve, I'd rather start on softs than on the supers. So yeah, going to go head out on the softs and try and improve. Coming down towards turn 4 now and braking at the 100 metre board, pretty nice turn in there. And you can see at the sector 1 split just coming up now. What's the time relative to my super soft time? We're 15 thousandths down, so that's quite good. But then these next 2 corners were, again, not perfect, but better than last lap. But I still broke a bit early. I don't know what was up with me in the quality session. It's obviously, you play a bit more cautious to try and not spin out and stuff, but I should have pushed a lot more because that, yeah, just wasn't a very good lap, to be honest. And I'll come into the lock-up corner, not bad there, and get a good exit in second gear. But yeah, coming on to the sector 3 split, we're actually half a tenth up, but then I missed the second last corner apex by an absolute mile, unfortunately. So that's probably going to lose all my time, and obviously it was a very small amount of time up. So now coming on to the last corner, braking just on the 100 metre board, and I've missed the apex again. And if I wasn't already down on my time, I'm definitely down on my time now. So unfortunately, it's not an improvement. It's going to be a 28.6, I think that is, yeah. So my best lap was on the supers, but luckily I'm outside the top 10. I'm actually 14th with Fenham on pole, and my senior Fredster just behind me in 15th. So for the second week in a row, we are line astern on the grid. But you can see, if I improved on that soft run anyway, it probably would have kept me in the same place because there were 2 tenths of the next car. So not too much of a big deal. And now coming to the grid for the start of the race. The formation light's obviously on. I'm 14th, starting on softs, going for the 1 stop. Let's try and get a good start. And going on to the 5 red lights now for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and they're coming on. And I've got the Toros next to me, the McLaren ahead, and it is a very long hold with the lights, but finally it's away we go, and it's a decent initial launch, but then my wheel spin in second gear was very poor, and that's going to let Fredster go straight past me on the outside. And I don't want to lose my wing in turn 1, so I'm braking stupidly early, as yeah, Bahrain turn 1's up. I should have lost it there, to be honest, but somehow I didn't. Bahrain in turn 1's notorious for pile-ups, so I was just being ultra cautious and going on the curb and exit. Not a very good exit there, and Blazer Gun's going around the outside, and also Soy Cabbages, what a game tag that is, going to the inside, and I'm just going to back out of that. I didn't want to get squeezed, so unfortunately off the grid I've lost 3 positions. Normally I get quite good starts, but not this time apparently. That start was absolutely awful, and still quite close. There's 2x2, Fredster and Badman, and then Blazer Guns and Soy Cabbages are all going wheel to wheel, but I'm trying to look for a gap, but there isn't really one there. And maybe lining up a switch back, but then not really, because Soy Cabbages got a good exit. And now I'm still 17th, but obviously I think I have the pace over some of these drivers because yeah, I should have been higher than 14th anyway. And my race pace is always better than my quali pace as well, so hopefully I can start making progress. And from the 17th place that I currently am, Sorry Cabbages there, I think it's overtake mode, not really gaining down the straight, but he's gone a bit wide there. He's going to go over the curb with that. Yes, he is. And I've also gone a bit wide though, unfortunately, but still just behind him. So can we make? He's not on the apex for that corner either. So I'm throwing up the inside. That's a very half-hearted move. That was sort of a one just to try and put him off a bit rather than actually going for a move, and it kind of works because he misses apex. But now we're getting in a switching to the outside, going to try and outbrake him around the outside of the last corner, and we're braking very late and trying to squeeze onto the apex. But a bit of contact there, that's probably my fault because I just squeezed him quite a lot, but now he's got back ahead. But we're in overtake mode on the ERS and Rich Mix, and Troy is also there, so I can't get in the slipstream because Troy's in the slipstream, and it's going to be 3 wide momentarily with the Mercedes of Troy and the McLaren Sorry Cabbages. And now down towards turn 1, I've got the racing line, braking very late in hot lap mode, and we're trying to make that position. Yes, we have made that position stick just about around the outside of Sorry Cabbages, and we're up into 16th. That's very quickly becomes 15th. Iron Weasel has spun out on the left hand side there. Don't know who would spin out there. That's a pretty stupid place to spin, to be honest. And now what's going on here? Fred Story is going very slowly. I think he told me I'm going to party with him. Obviously, he's my teammate. And Badman, he told me Badman's got a damage. So yeah, I'm trying to just take advantage here without getting damaged myself. But Blazer Gun's going slowly. I just about thought about going on the inside there. You can see edging to the right, but decided it was too risky as it would be a very shallow line. I probably would have just crashed. But now Badman is going to peel off into the pits with the damage. But I played that pretty safe there. If it wasn't a league race, I would have got the inside there, but it probably would have ended up in a crash. So yeah, it would have been quite a good move if it came off, but it didn't. I didn't even go for it. But now Blazer Guns is ahead of me. There's a laggy Toro Rosso just ahead as well. Adam Dude, and his lag was pretty atrocious throughout the race, to be honest. And now Blazer Guns going to go up the inside, but obviously he's got the X next to his name, which means he isn't actually there. And there you go, he's teleported. So Blazer Guns put off a bit there, but I'm going to try and catch him up. And he's actually gone very wide through the next corner. I've got a decent run through there. And we're both on soft tyres, so there's nothing to do with tyre wear at the minute. It's still only lap 4, so tyre wear won't have much of an effect anyway, but he's hit the curb quite a lot. Unfortunately, my foot is corrupted for a few seconds. I can't do much about that, but now we're behind Blazer Guns in the slipstream in overtake mode. Going to switch to the inside for the last corner. Can we make a move here? And I thought he was going to weave on me there. That was a very scary moment in the car because he had a little bit of a lag spike that almost looked like he was going to weave on me as I was going for the move, but we made it stick. I don't really know how. But yeah, it worked, and we're up into 11th place, which is pretty nice, but he's still just behind me. But luckily with the overtake mode and Rich Mix, we have got better straight line speed, and breaking down towards turn 1, we're able to hold that position into 11th place. And we've still got, with the next car up ahead is Toro Rosso of Adam Dude, who I was liking quite a lot, so it'd be quite nice not to get anywhere near him. But now he's actually pulled away from me quite a lot, but there's a Haas off, it's Ludimer, and we just about avoided him, had to open up the steering a bit there. So if people need to avoid crashes, it's also crashes into spinning cars, it's pretty nice just to open up the steering and avoid them like that. So that's my advice if there's a car spun out ahead of you. But now we're going out to the next corner, another car is spun off there. I mean, it's an absolute trend at this point. The fourth suspect spun off in turn 2. Like, I don't know who would ever do that, to be honest. And my next lap coming through turn 2, getting good traction into 4th gear on the curb, and unfortunately yeah, my back end's gone and I've spun around, so that's really helpful. And yeah, it's so annoying watching this back. Like, that was not even a slide. I managed to not hold it. Like, I should have held that, or just not got a bad traction, or just, yeah, not spun out would have been nice. But that's dropped me down from 7th into 13th place. I also caused the VSC, so that was nice. And yeah, Troy is ahead of me. But luckily, this should mean that I have pace over the few cars around me now, because obviously I was quite a long way ahead. But you can see Fenham has just got out of the pits on the mediums, so he was near the front. And he also got a Surf and Troy just ahead of me as well, and this time we're not spinning out there, so that's nice. And in the slipstream of Troy going into medium and standard Ricks, because I don't really want to make a move here, but we're going to throw it at the inside anyway and see what he does. He's actually taking too much speed in there, hit the back of a Surf and got a bit wide, so that's my chance to take the position. And we're up the inside into the S section, so just about got the inside line, and he can't really fight that. And we're up into 12th place, which is a decent position after that spin, considering, like, I could be a lot higher, obviously, but not much I can do about that now. I just got to try and do my best. And now Surf is the next car. He's gone pretty wide there, but I've also followed him over the curb, which is not ideal. And now he's going to go, he's very wide in the next corner as well, so got a much better run through there. We're not in ERS, high ERS mode yet. We're still in medium through the next corner, but now down the straight, we're going to put it into Rich Mix and overtake Mix. And now in the slipstream of a Surf, we're going to go for a move into the last corner, as I did earlier on the other Toro Rosso, I think it was. And we're going at the inside of a Surf and just about to take that position. And taking it into 11th place now, and we've got T2G Fenham ahead, but we've still got a Surf who's got a switchback run. We're going to have to go defensive and still use the overtake mode and try and hold the position down towards turn 1, but it looks like he's not close enough. But obviously I'm on the shallow line, so I'm going to have to brake early, and I've broken a bit too late there, and also not hit the apex very well. So unfortunately he's going to have a chance now, and I've also got a terrible exit again. I really can't get the traction out of that corner. Obviously I'm new to the wheel still, so the traction is one of the most difficult things about it. And coming down towards turn 3, braking at the 100-meter board and trying to force him out wide, but he's actually got a decent run there, so he's still alongside into the S section. Hopefully that should be my position because I've got the inside line, and yes, but unfortunately turning too early, and I've absolutely mounted those curbs everywhere, so that is not the best line through there, and he's going to still have a chance now down towards the hairpin, but he's actually going to live switch back. I've run a little bit wide there, but he's not going to have a chance now into lock-up corner, and that should be that for that position, and up into 11th place for sure now. And we actually slid a bit, but that's given me quite a good exit, so maybe that's the best way to go through that corner, who knows. But now at 10th place, I'm going to pit this lap 11, because Fred, my teammate, was planning on pitting lap later. So I'm going to go lap 11 onto the medium tyres, go to the end of the race, and hopefully we can have a fun and really exciting second stint. But who knows what will happen, and it's still already down to 13th. There's quite a few cars on 2-stop strategy, so there's a few of these cars that are going past have got another stop to make. So whatever position here, it's not where I'm actually going to finish because there's a lot of cars on 2 stops, and luckily it's not where I'm finishing because it is 17th, so that would be pretty bad if I came 17th, which I wouldn't be too happy with that. But now you can see laps 13 going to 14, and 4 cars are in the pits, so we're overtaking all of them and up into 13th already. So 4 amazing overtakes by me there. And now down towards turn 1 and 2, I actually got it right this time and not going to spin out, luckily. So for the second half of the race, to be honest, I was taking it so cautiously, just making sure not to make mistakes. And we're up into another 2 positions now, into 11th, so not too far from points. Pickless in the Williams is also in the pits, and up into the points now, so that's good because I've got a massive gap behind me, so there's not much chance of anyone catching me. And Ethan, TRPT, is also in the pits. And that's the end of the race, so it was a really exciting second stint, and we finished 9th for the second race in a row. And yeah, 9th is quite a common position for me. Last season I got about 6 of them because I was terrible in F2, but now I'm being like equally as terrible in F4. So my teammate Fred in 5th, so well done to him. Double points for Ferrari. That's going to be the end of this video and the end of the race. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. This has been Joe83, and I'll see you next time.